Yo, what's up, boys? This week we're going to go over how do we get any kind of bubble players camera settings. And I know a lot of people are asking me, I just watched someone on Johnny Boi stream, and this guy's an upcoming player. He's got a lot of wins. I want to try this camera settings. I want to see what kind of controls does he have, right? But I don't know how to look that information up. So I'm going to show you a few ways that you can do that this week. All right, guys, here we are. We're on Johnny Boy's YouTube. Actually, kind of funny. I'm not even subscribed to him on my new YouTube here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. But anyways, we're just going to scroll through, take a look. There's a bunch of new players that he's always showcasing. It's really awesome, right? Some of these guys are unstoppable. Like Kinsey, I'm not sure if I pronounced his name right. He's just been popping off. He's a player to watch out for. Another one. Okay, Khaled, Rezvi, I don't know how to pronounce his name. But anyways, there's a lot of players in here, right? And so previously, if you had, let's say, Bacchus mod installed, you can check out some of those pro settings. But if you don't have Bacchus mod installed, maybe you would Google something like Rocket League Pro settings, and probably Liquipedia would come up. Okay. So Liquipedia has a lot of settings, but they don't have everyone. They don't have a lot of the bubble players or the up and coming ones, and sometimes they're up to date, but not always, completely up to date. So I'm going to show you how to get the fastest, most up to date camera settings. Okay. So let's say we want to find Kinsey. This guy's just popping off all the time. You want to bring up a website that I like to use. It's called ballchasing.com. We're going to load this up, and you can actually go ahead and just copy the player's name right in there. And I don't know if he's going to be tagged as a pro player, but sometimes you can limit it to the pro players. So we can just hit search, and you'll notice that most of these are like grand champs. So that's good. You probably, if you see something where it's like unranked, it could be from a private match, but also it could just be like another player with the same name. So you want to be looking for ones where they're usually playing with pro players or they're in a grand champ lobby, right? So I see him here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on his name. And it says here, okay, he appears in 284 replays. You're going to go ahead and click that. And it's going to sort the list of replays by the ones that are most recent. You can sort it by upload date or replay date. Sort it by the replay date here. So I can see here, okay, he's played in a recent 2v2 match. So I'm going to click on that. And that was from February 9th, right? And down here on the left-hand side, you'll see camera settings. I'm just hovering it over right now. So there's a bunch. If you never use this website, they have a ton of stats. It's a really cool website. But what I mostly use it for is for grabbing people's camera settings. So go ahead and click on the camera settings, and you'll see on here, you'll see a steering sensitivity. So right now it's 1.0, and usually there's steering and air sensitivities. It's not always, but most of the time it's equal. So it's like 1.0, 1.0. This guy is probably using 1.4, 1.4 for steering and air. But in the middle here, you'll notice that the FOV, the height, the pitch, the distance. So we can see this guy's rocking 110 FOV, 100 height, -3 pitch, 270 distance, 0.4 stiffness, and a transition speed of 1. So pretty standard stuff, but it's really interesting. Like, this is how you can look this up, right? And for me, this is like, okay. This is like, okay, if I want to quickly find someone's camera settings, this is good, right? But, what if I want to know everything about this player? I want to know what's their dead zone, what kind of controller are they using, right? Usually you got to do a little bit more digging when it comes down to that. So no website usually has this unless they're on Liquipedia. So the best way to do this is actually to try to stalk them on Twitch. Stalking, but that's more or less what it is. So go ahead and type Kinsey and Twitch, and we'll try to find him on here. He might not have a Twitch. He might. So if he does, go ahead and type. All right. Looks like here we found him. Rank A, ranked GC. other account here. So if we go to home, and we can actually type in his chat here. And so my stupid activation thing is kind of in the way, but you can type exclamation mark. My webcam is also in the way. Yeah, let me minimize that so you can see what I'm typing. You can type exclamation mark commands. Okay. And Nightbots, for some reason, it's always on here. So just go ahead and click on the commands. And that's going to bring up what they've put as their most recent thing. Sometimes it's not accurate. Like ball chasing, it tells you the exact date that they're using the last camera setting. So if I want to look up camera settings, I go to ballchasing.com. If I want to look up the player's controller information, I usually go to their Twitch. So I can see here he's using a dead zone of 0.05, Dodge dead zone 0.75, and he's listed, as was expected, the aerial sensitivity of 1.0. They've also listed a few other things on here. He's using a PS4 controller. He has only 3,000 hours, which is pretty impressive. But that's more or less how you do it, guys. That is how you can get your camera settings and their controller settings. And sometimes their Twitch is a little more detailed. It also has things like their video settings, like what kind of computer it has. So yeah, the easiest way is just to type in that @ sign. Nightbot will return the list of commands, and then you can pull it up and check it out. So I hope this was helpful. Seeing what other bubble players on Johnny Boi stream or other people's streams, or even like if you want to look up my camera settings, everybody's on ballchasing.com. It's a really easy way to look stuff up. So highly recommend checking out that website.